Alright, so it's your girl John John. Guys, please like, subscribe, and share the video. So your girl is back. Okay, I know everybody's waiting for part 2 of my last video, and I promise it's coming. Okay, I promise it is coming. Alright. But today I really want to talk about something something that really cuts deep, right? What do you do when the people that you prayed for, the people that you defended, the people that you fight for start to fight against you? Listen, that betrayal kind of really hit different when it's coming from people you love, supported, or even defended, right? But guess what? You're not alone, right? Because the Bible shows us exactly how to walk through this, right? So let's start with Moses, right? When God chose Moses, right, to lead the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt, right? Moses gave up his comfortable life, obeyed God, and literally stood between Pharaoh and his people, right? But what happened when things get hard? What happened? The Israelites turned upon him. They complained, they doubted him, they even said, we should have stayed in Egypt, right? Can you imagine? He was fighting for the people's freedom, right? And they were ready to go back to bondage and blame him for it. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Like, people are so used to, like, the fear of the unknown. Them so used to, like, bondage. Them not used to freedom or anything like that. Anywho, so, that's the pain. Can you imagine? No, can you guys really imagine? This man is fighting for carry the people them to the other side so them can go to freedom. The people complain so better them to stay in a bondage. That is like real crazy to me, okay? Yeah, but Moses didn't fight them. He brought his pain to God. He stayed faithful. He kept going. And that's a lesson that we need today. When the people that you fight for start to fight against you, you don't need to fight back. You just need to, like, bring it to God. Take it to God. Just like I said, Moses, bring it to God. He didn't fight the people that didn't say, you're so ungrateful. I'm here fighting for you when you're fighting against me. No, he took it to God. And, I'm just, like, so grateful for this season of my life where I'm kind of really honestly learning to just take everything to the Lord in prayer. Okay? Because child people, right? So you really may have been there. You probably have been there too. You help someone when no one else would, and now they gossip about you. It's crazy, guys, right? You love someone through their mess, and now they treat you like you're the problem. I know that some of you have been here. I know that for a fact. You stood up for someone behind closed doors and they act that you are invisible. Let me tell you something hard, really hard, but it's freeing. Just because you are loyal doesn't mean they will be, and that's not your fault, okay? What is your responsibility is how you respond. You can either let it make you or let it make you better, okay? When people start fight against you, the temptation is to, listen, I want to get even, I want to expose them, I want to prove your side. But here's the truth. If you need to prove your loyalty, they were never truly for you, right? So Moses didn't go around exposing people. He took it to God, right? He really did take it to God. When Jesus, listen, when Judas betrayed Jesus, right? Jesus still called him friend, and Jesus didn't even flinch. He knew that sometimes betrayal is a part of your purpose. And so As Jamaican people say, sometimes you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Okay? Because listen, you just have to really take it to the Lord in prayer, right? What's meant to break you will might position you. And sometimes what the enemy meant for evil, God will turn around for good. Don't worry about that betrayal. Because listen, sometimes betrayal is just a part of the journey. All right, so what do you do instead? What do you really do instead? Pull back, but don't shut down. And there's so many times when I've been in situation where I've been betrayed by people and I want to just shut down, but I am learning now, do not shut down, just pull back. It is okay to keep your distance from people. As we could say, love them from a distance. Protecting your peace isn't petty, it's wise, and we all should learn to protect our peace. Because listen, peace is priceless. You cannot buy peace. There's no amount of money that can buy peace. So peace is priceless. Okay. Whew. Lord, this is heavy. Okay. Pray and don't plot. All right? Let God handle the battles. You can. His justice is better than your revenge. So listen, remember, you know, the Lord said, all vengeance belong to me. So listen, just take it to the Lord in prayer and leave it there. All right? Stay soft. Listen, don't let betrayal harden your heart. You know, so many times you feel betrayed and we say, true. You know, I'm not going to help anybody again. I'm not going to love anybody. I'm not going to trust anybody. But don't let it harden your heart. Don't let it, you know, kill the person that you truly are, the person that God has called you to be. Because even though some people didn't appreciate it, there are some people out there who truly appreciate you. So stay soft, okay? Trust me, the right people will appreciate you and everything you do for them, right? But you know, even though you're staying soft, you don't have to pretend like it doesn't hurt. You don't have to pretend like, you know, you don't feel anything. But you know, just try to not let it harden your heart, right? And remember your purpose. You understand? Not everyone can go where you're going, and that's just fact. So some people turn on you because your growth makes them uncomfortable. Some people turn on you because they don't want to hear the truth. Like some people just don't want to hear the truth, and you tell them the truth and they get offended. But listen, it is what it is, okay? You have to tell people the truth. Just tell them with love. I know that, like, telling the truth is not the popular thing to do these days, but tell the truth regardless. Tell it with love and with respect, right? Listen, you don't need a crowd to be called, right? You don't need an applause to be valued. Remember that. If you do not remember anything, remember this. You do not need a crowd to be called. You don't need an applause to have value. And you don't need approval to walk in purpose. When God called you to be who he calls you to be, God didn't go and tell Mary, Jane, and John, oh, this is what I call her to be. And this is why sometimes you just have to walk in purpose and just leave some people alone, because some people don't understand the calling on your life. Some people don't understand what God is doing in your life. And this is why you can know. There are some people who say, oh, I'm hearing from God, this is that. And you know, sometimes I look at some people and I really laugh, because I'm like, okay, I don't know, some people may be stupid, but I'm just not one of them, okay? So sometimes I look at some people and I was like, huh? How are you hearing from the Lord and God is telling you something totally opposite of what's going on? So you know, you can know the fake people who they always hearing from God, but they always get it wrong. Okay? All right. So to the, you know, if you're watching this and you're feeling hurt, confused, or betrayed, let me remind you, God sees you. He saw what they did. He heard what they said. and he's not done writing your story. Don't fight to stay where you're no longer honored. If you're not honored somewhere, do not stay there. Do not stay anywhere where you are not honored, valued, or appreciated. Do not stay there. Don't beg for loyalty from people who won't bleed for you. Don't beg anybody for their loyalty. The right people will come and will be loyal to you, right? There's a saying that says, listen, you see a person's true character with the way they treat someone when they don't want anything from them. And that's when you see people true character. All right, so don't beg nobody for them loyalty. Let them go about their business, right? Stand in truth. Heal. Keep showing up with love, but set that boundary. Make sure you heal. Go to God, cry out to God, say, God, listen, what they did to me was so hurtful. God, I'm so broken. I'm like, so don't pretend like all is well. And the enemy loves to, the enemy loves for us to think that we're over a situation. The enemy loves for us to believe that, oh, that doesn't bother us anymore, so we don't truly heal from the situation. And then when something happened, we explode because we really didn't heal from the situation. Sometimes we have to be honest with God and go down on our knees and say, God, I am broken, I am hurting, that this person has hurt me so much, and I just want to give it all to you. I just want to surrender everything to you. God, I want you to put the pieces of my life back together. If we are honest with God, and that God will truly heal us, so we don't have to walk around pretending, faking this, oh, all is well, God is good, God is truly amazing. Listen, there's people who see through some people who pretend like, listen, all is well, God is truly amazing. Listen, the people can see right through some people and their fakeness. So don't worry about it. Listen, keep being you, keep having a pure heart, regardless of what people say about you, regardless of what people think of you. Listen, what anybody think of you has nothing to do with you. Just remember, what God thinks of you has everything to do with you, and God knows your heart. God knows your heart, right? Man, they see the outward, and God sees the inward. And it is like, listen, let me tell you, God is so amazing, because while people judge you and they have negative things to say about you, and they have all these sort of craziness, so these lies, these stories that they make up in their heads, God is looking at them and God is judging them. And people are also looking at them and people are judging them. Like, okay, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. Just leave it to God, right? Just leave it to God, and He will honestly, God will fight for you. Trust me. God will fight for you. Sometimes you have to stand alone. You really have to. You have to stand alone. As long as you know God is with you, it doesn't matter who is against you. It doesn't matter. Listen, I am really at a point in my life where I could not give 2 cents what anybody has to say about me. I really don't care. I really do not. Honestly, like, there are not too many people in this world's opinion who I value. So clearly, if I don't value your opinion, I don't care what you got to say about me. I really just don't care, honestly. To be honest, I don't. Listen, I don't lose sleep. I don't lose sleepless nights. And you see, let me tell you something. Sometimes you got to tell the people something just to see what they gonna say. So sometimes, listen, I ain't gonna say you gotta lie to the people, but sometimes you gotta tell the people some things just to see who they are. Okay, trust me, sometimes you gotta do that. But anywho, if this speaks to you, please drop a like into the comment. Share this with your family and friends. Let's grow together. Let's be healed together. Don't forget to subscribe and share with someone who needs to see. I'll see you in the next video. Stay strong, stay real. I love you all. This is your girl, Jan Jan. Until then, I will see ya.